Okay, I'm here with Brian Law, past president of ASCA, who came all the way from Georgia to come talk to us about closing a gap activities. And Brian, what kind of things can school counselors do as far as looking at closing the gap activities?
The first thing you've got to do is you've got to look at your data for your school and look at the gaps that are there, the inequities, so that you see which students are not getting the services and make sure that you're providing services for all students so that you have that equity and access in school counseling. Very important.
Okay. And as a school counselor, why should I be looking at closing the gap activities?
I always say it's those students that are falling through the cracks that are causing our schools not to make AYP. We have to focus on all students. Something I like to say is it's not my IB and AP students that are graduating with honors and our valedictorians and salutatorians that are causing our schools not to make AYP. It's those students that are not performing, those students that have the behavior problems, the attendance problems, those students that are not making the grade, that are not on grade level in reading or math. Not that I'm telling you to teach reading or math, but working with those students to close the gaps, to teach them how to study, what to study, and just following through with them so that closes the gap on those inequities.
Okay, and how does focusing on closing the gap activities, how does that impact your school culture?
It actually is a whole paradigm shift because it teaches your school counselors in your schools and your staff to focus on the students that we're forgetting, those students that many people say fall through the cracks, so that doesn't happen. And your shift changes to that you're serving the students that need the most help. You're disaggregating that data and looking at those students and helping them and showing results and publishing those results to your stakeholders and advocating for school counseling in the process. Because when you show those results and show what you've done in making a difference in student achievement and the new words, college and career readiness, that's what it takes to keep counselors' jobs and advocate for school counselors.
All right. Well, Brian, I appreciate you coming up and visiting with us in Pennsylvania, and we hope that you can come back again soon.
Great. Thanks for having me.